What an atmosphere we've got. The fans have been here since dawn, and the stadium, the Faro Sol, is absolutely heaving. We're about to get set to set the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It's qualifying day here in Mexico City.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Russell, Vesti and Norris. And just behind us are Hulkenberg, Porsche and Zhu. The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 15.1. You're leading the pack, that's P1. And we're in front of Leclerc, Vesti and Piastri. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1.7. The top 5 cars as things stand: Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Russell and Ocon. The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 0.5.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Back in the 60s, Mexico City would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host the finale now, but Mexico hosts a party nonetheless. So welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. We're a long way above sea level here in Mexico today, which could pose some cooling issues for the cars as they make their way around this 2.6-mile lap. 17 corners with top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and watch out for potential overtaking into turns 1 and 4. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Norris, Hadjar, Ocon, Vesti, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Stroll, Behrman, Iwasa, Hülkenberg, Albon, Fittipaldi, Sargent, Théo Pourchaire, Joe, Leclerc, and Yuki Tsunoda. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:17.4. We had an issue removing the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, mate, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. And that's us in 10th position. Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, Tsunoda's behind you. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place, 32.1 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. You've got 20 laps left until the end. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Tyre condition still looking good. There are 18 laps of fuel remaining now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.0 seconds. You're currently in P3. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That's Sainz behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, gap to leader, 27.5 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 18 laps to go. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. OK, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Final lap, push, push. Yes, great drive, great drive. Everyone here is really happy with that performance. Well done, mate.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.